So as I told you, I'm not interested in marrying anybody. I'm divorced from Marcos Kelly since the year 2010. It is 12 years ago. And trust me, within this time I met a lot of men, and really I think German men are so horrible. They are able to screw every person and every person who's not German or who somehow did not grow up in Germany. So I totally disbelieve men, and I totally disbelieve German men. I think they're the most horrible in the world. And thirsty, being narcissistic, and to use every cent from the pocket of a woman they are having in a relationship, or this wish of possessing everything from her bank account and everything which is created by her, makes every woman who is having a relationship with a German man to literally a slave. So if you're coming from different country, try to avoid German men, because you're absolutely 100% sure just who they are sleeping with, because they're all having a German wife or German relationship, and all the relationship with foreigner women, they are to be counted as a relationship with prostitutes, and you will never get even 20% of the money a German man is giving a German woman. Because if two Germans are in a relationship, it is supported by the government, it is supported by the state they are living in, and they are immediately having a lot of money on their bank accounts, because these are two German citizens which are kind of growing together and are building future of this country together. But the other relationships, maybe there are even 10 women involved from different countries. They are counted as the whores or the prostitutes from, for example, Eastern Europe, from Asia, from America. It doesn't matter where from, but these are just the additional prostitutes this German man is having a small affair with. So you will never get the same treatment in terms of love, or in terms even of sex, or in terms of financial support from a German man, which is given to German woman. So if you are a foreigner woman, trust me, your life in Germany is everything else but lovely or nice, and every relationship of yours is paid by you and not paid by the man you're meeting or you're seeing, and you're always paying to every German you are somehow having something to do with. I'm not even saying that it is always to be sexual dealings. Maybe you're having a doctor with this German doctor and his entire family is having a lot of money from you and your family, because you're a foreigner woman and you are a money bringing person. You kind of a donator of everything to Germans. So if you're a foreigner, trust me, you're kind of a slave of Germans. It doesn't matter in what terms, but everything which is created by you is to be owned by Germans, and is owned by Germans, and is belonging to Germans, including your children and the houses you're kind of getting, even if you're kind of buying these houses, and these are houses on German earth and in German territory. This is not your house, this is the house which is still belonging to Germans. You'll never know 100% all the paragraphs of the German law, but for example, Germans are allowed to use the law of 1933, which was the beginning of fascism, of a very strong fascism, and they are allowed to apply this law in these paragraphs on the life of a woman who is a foreigner, meaning that, for example, the divorce right now is happening in the year 2022. But a German lawyer is allowed to use the law, the most horrible law of the, for example, 1942, and apply it on the outcome of the dealings of this marriage or divorce, and to a foreigner woman, meaning that this law is one of the most cruel in the world, and this law is still existing, and it is still used for German men, and the women which are dealing with this law applied on them are the purest creatures in the world. So as far as I understand, Mr. Ingemar Fahl was applying this law of 1933 on my divorce, meaning that it doesn't matter what is created by me, or it doesn't matter what I'm earning, where I'm working. My ex-husband, Marcus Galle, is allowed to have everything and to possess everything produced by me. Obviously, it is against the law of 2022 or the law of 2010, where this divorce took place. But obviously, there is something like manipulations and dirty dealings between Ingemar Fahl and Marcus Galle, and this person who's called Ingemar Fahl was kind of protecting me in the court. Unfortunately, he was kind of bought by Mr. Marcus Galle, who was my ex-husband, and was given a big sum of money, what meant that Ingemar Fahl was all of a sudden not my protector, but all of a sudden my accuser. So it means that in this divorce a lot of very bad things happened, and Mr. Galle did break every law in order to actually to kill me. So I'm accusing Marcus Galle in killing me and in murder while I'm alive, because everything which is created by me, including my mind, including my family and my creations and all my projects, are all of a sudden owned by him. It means that he's killing my life and killing myself, so I accuse him of murder.